right, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock, Carol Ann Baldwin is here. Carol Ann is here to answer your questions about your lawn and your garden, and of course, to just chat with you about those things. Carol Ann is a master gardener, and she volunteers her time each Tuesday to give you an hour of information that you can use in your lawns, your gardens. Right now, the only advice I need is how am I going to cut the grass if it doesn't stop raining? That's what I want to know. So, good morning, Carol Ann. How are you?
Good morning, Larry. Real good. Yeah, at least the weather report's saying it shouldn't rain today.
Today is the day. I might want to go home and cut the grass.
Cut the grass. Yeah. You might, with your schedule and such like this, it might pay for you to hire somebody occasionally to come in and mow on a morning when it's not raining in the morning. That you're here. Yeah, you're kind of stuck.
What? I should just stop being so cheap, right?
And no, it's not that. It's just that when you find that you're getting that rain, like you say, you get out of here, and it's at that time of day that it starts raining. I mean, it's just like me. It never fails. I'm getting ready to clock out in the afternoons, and boom, there's a great big thunder rumble, and I'm going, really? Can you wait till I get to my car at least? But you're driving home in the rain and that, and thinking, I'm not going to get out there in the rain, especially not with that thundering lightning, especially. A light rain, maybe that would feel cool while you're going along, but
But really, it's a problem when there's water on the grass, even in the morning with the dew.
It gets, and especially now that it's growing because the sunlight and the temperatures and the amount of rain it's getting, it's growing like crazy. And so if you can't get out there and mow, you end up with that double duty of you almost need to go back out there and rake up the big clumps that are pouring out of the discharge on your mower, because if they sit there on the lawn, they're going to leave you dead spots in your grass.
Yeah, right.
So kind of, and the longer it gets, as we always say, is you really normally only want to take off 1/3 of that grass blade at a time. Well, if that grass is getting up 6 inches or so, 1/3 isn't enough to bring it down to where it should be. So you're mowing it back down where it needs to be, and it's leaving large pieces of grass material on the lawn, and so then you're coming back through and trying to rake them up, or running the catcher if you happen to have one on a mower.
Do you know, you've talked about gardening being therapeutic as an exercise, or just as a way to... What's the Buddhist word? Zen or zone, if you want to get the American version of it.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm more and more wanting to go to electric things than handheld. Like, for example, my handheld clipper. Mm-hmm. I'm about ready to say, what? I'm buying an electric one.
Right. And electric, and even if it were me, you got the hand one, chop down the line, where you can get the electric one.
That's
and
really
nowadays,
tiring.
And it is. And nowadays, actually, there's a lot of really good ones that are coming out with the rechargeable batteries, that the battery can be swapped between your tools. And if you have, say, a smaller yard like you have, you can have your hedge clipper, and they even have an edger or a weed whacker, I guess it is. And you only get about 40 minutes to the charge, but if you're just, if you're doing this little job and this little job, that might be all you need.
Yeah.
Or you have an extra battery, but they are interchangeable on the different tools, and it's really pretty nice because then it's quiet. It's easy. You don't have to worry about mixing gas and electric. You don't got to drag out the electric cord and worry about cutting it in half, kind of thing. And it's. For some, they'd say environmentally friendly. You're still using electricity or energy to charge your batteries. And what do you do with the battery once it goes bad, kind of thing. But all in all, you really got to weigh your investment on it. But, the electric ones, you can get a little... The electric ones that are hooked to a power cord or in it are less expensive. And they're going to last you, too.
By the way, I almost called you the other day. And here's what I was going to call you for.
Okay.
Because you see, the apple tree in the coffee cup has
Well,
graduated to a flower pot.
To the apple tree and the clay pot.
So finding the pot was easy.
Right.
Robin and I went looking for soil.
Okay.
And now reading labels, it's like, well, which is a good one for an apple tree? There was one soil what was all purpose?
All purpose.
There was one that was labeled for citrus trees.
Right. Citrus and cactus. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're
but
so
that
smart.
one, that one. That one wouldn't have been your top of the line.
That's not a good one.
Right. Not for an apple tree. This is just basically I would have done.
This is Miracle Grow.
Just right. It's yeah, that's why I knew which one it was, because they're the ones who make that line of just an all-purpose was fine. And of course, and with this, we may even see it shoot up in a little bit of size because all of their soils, all of their potting mixes have fertilizer in it. So over the period of the next couple of weeks, we may see that actually do a little bit of growing.
And I didn't see it grow for the last couple of weeks, which is why I said maybe I should take it out of the cup because of conversations you've had with me about it.
Yeah.
And when I pulled it out, you asked me, did I see lots of roots?
Yeah.
Yes, the answer was yes, lots of roots.
So, so it was ready to graduate up into this pot, and it'll last in here for quite a while.
So I still have have the open invitation, Caroline. When the tree is
we'll sit underneath your apple tree and have it.
Wonder how old we'll be. You think it's 10 years from now? Thank you, Robin.
I know citrus can take 10 years. Your apple, because it wasn't one necessarily for Florida, we may be waiting a long time.
I might have to move.
We'll just go out and buy some apples and sit under the tree.
All right, you do have a phone call. And by the way, the phone line is open if you want to call. I don't mean to monopolize Caroline's time. I want you to call in. The number is 622-9622. Good morning. You're on the air with Caroline.
Good morning, Larry, Caroline.
Morning, Sonny.
I have one of those electric-powered hedge clippers.
Yeah.
And the battery it comes with lasts about maybe 30 minutes if it, not that long.
Right.
And I bought an additional battery, which looks like it is the same battery that fits in my cordless drill.
Right.
So anyway, the thing that lasts for at least an hour trimming hedges.
Okay. So the replacement battery was better.
Yeah, well, with the larger battery, the larger tool battery. So between the two batteries, I can be out there clipping all day long.
There you go.
The point of the matter is, in this weather, you're using a 110 powered with the extension cord.
Right.
It already happened to me where you're sweating so profusely that where you're holding it with your hand.
Right.
If it can turn around and you can get a little shock from it.
Oh.
I have a ground floor outlets and everything else, and I'm still getting a little, like what they call a tickle.
Yeah, a little zip through there, huh? It could be, the insulation or something inside that
and then,
switch.
Then the other thing they tell you, if you're using the corded hedge clipper, when I still have it, I used to drape it over my shoulder. And I now sport a pacemaker, so that's not too good for doing that kind of a trick to keep the cord from
being able to stumble on it, to cut the cord, because if it's over your shoulder, it's behind you, where it's not going to be in front, I hadn't thought of that. That's a very good point.
Well, that's I was also told when I got this thing is I can't be around microwaves for too long, but
that's not. That one with modern microwaves, because my husband too has a pacemaker, and he was told pretty much it's don't stand in front of it, but none of us really should. But you're not near, they're not near as sensitive to the microwave as they were, say, 25 years ago.
Right. Well, anyway, the point of the matter is safety-wise and everything else. Plus, you don't have to worry about whacking the cord.
True.
The battery-powered hedge trimmer, and I guess I have a friend who bought the same brand as I have, but he went and got the trimmer, edger trimmer.
Right.
And he says he can do all his walks and the driveway and everything else. Plus, he has a sidewalk.
Okay.
And that'll work on a charge. One charge.
Yeah. What fantastic!
So,
well, that's great to.
And I've had this thing now. My is well over 2 years, and the battery is still working just fine. Plus, these new batteries hold the charge.
Yes, they do. Unlike, I remember. I was a kid in the 70s, but that some of the cordless tools began to come out at that time, and those batteries, they all had what they called a memory in them that if you did not discharge it fully before charging it, it would, if say you only discharged it at 50%, when you recharged it, the next time it would actually run out, or it would begin to run out only at that half charge. And today's batteries are much better for that long life, especially, on these, you're paying pretty good money for these cordless tools. They're not cheap,
and the batteries are almost as expensive
as the tool itself. Yes, it is.
The tool itself.
Yeah.
But that's why I mentioned I'm getting well over 2 years on this one battery.
Fantastic.
Needless to say, you're clipping year-round.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Here we do. We use them. We do use them year-round. I'm glad to hear it. I mean, that sounds like a good value within it. And there are several brands out there. So anybody's looking at them, shop around, take a look. And you figure some of those batteries, if someone is inclined, they could probably buy extra batteries online, and it would probably save them some money. Just make sure that you're getting the right one, or that your source is one that you know that you can trust.
Well, I don't know if I can mention a brand name.
Yeah.
No, I don't care.
I'm just thinking of a radio station.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got my stuff at Sears, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
And I'm very happy with it. Plus, they have a service center now right in Sears.
Okay.
So you go out to the freight delivery entrance there. They have a service center now.
Fantastic.
And, that's another reason for using Sears.
Right.
Something goes a little haywire, or you want to get it sharpened or something.
You've got
to bring it to them.
Right. There you go.
I know you're supposedly able to sharpen these things yourself, but.
Sometimes it's a little more complicated.
That's hard.
That can be a little harder.
Things,
that can be a little tough.
But anyway, that's the reason why I stuck with them. Then the other thing is, it fits my electric drill, this particular battery.
There you
one
go.
battery does, like you said, you can use it for your drill or
multiple items
or whatever else that you got powered.
Right. Fantastic.
So it's not. It just doesn't. The battery just doesn't sit there. In other words.
Sure. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Sitting there taking up space on the shelf while you're waiting to use it. Exactly.
Well, anyway, that's my 2 cents worth, and everybody have a good day. And thank you again, Carol Ann, for what you're doing, and big help to myself and everybody else, I'm assuming, who listens. And
sure.
Thank you, WOC and Larry. Thank you again.
Thank you, Sonny.
I know.
Yeah, the show is definitely a bright spot in the broadcast week. All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon hours, high 90 to 94. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. There can be a thunderstorm in spots late at night, low 73 to 77. For Wednesday and Thursday, times of clouds and sun with a heavy thunderstorm around each afternoon. The high both days between 90 and 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
What do I do now? After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com. Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. And now, 3 rooms for just $99. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
My husband Ted and I have owned the Honey Baked Ham of Ocala almost 2 years, and we have customers coming in that still say, I didn't know you had a cafe, or that you do hot and cold catering for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or that you deliver. We do. Honey Baked Ham isn't just for the holidays. It's something for you to celebrate every day. Come see us at 2709 Southwest 27th Avenue, behind Best Buy and near Hollywood 16 Cinemas, or call us at 352-861-0011.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon hours, high 90 to 94. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. There can be a thunderstorm in spots late at night, low 73 to 77. For Wednesday and Thursday, times of clouds and sun with a heavy thunderstorm around each afternoon. The high both days between 90 and 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's hope it's sunny later on. I might just cut the grass.
Get the grass mowed.
I think I like your idea, though. Just pay somebody.
Pay somebody. Yeah, if there's somebody in your neighborhood or somebody that one of your neighbors uses or something, and just find out, hey, all I need them to do is mow the grass. Yeah.
On the air, could you say what you said off the air about these hedge trimmers? Because I went to the Lowe's website.
Right.
And you can get a $73. Now, first of all, if it has a wire, a corded,
right,
it's like $30, I think was the lowest.
Right. They're inexpensive if they're attached to a cord. And they're lightweight. Some of them, the $30 one's going to be a light duty. It's not going to handle anything.
But that's good enough for me.
Right. Unless you've got some larger pieces that you need to do. But if it's just some basic stuff, a $30 one may last you, and you just may have to get your hand loppers out for some bigger stuff.
But the difference between the battery ones,
right,
are like $61 for one of them from Black & Decker.
Right.
And $279 for another one by Troy Built.
Right.
There's a big difference.
A lot of that it is the battery in them. It is the degree of heavy dutiness. Is that a word? That one is a little more light duty. That small. You don't have a whole lot in the landscape. You got one little hedge along the front of the house, kind of thing. You got out by the mailbox. You got two little holly bushes that you want to keep around. Those little lightweight, small ones will take care of it. You have a larger home. You're still looking to go cordless. You're looking for probably one of the more expensive ones, only because the size of the battery is going to be bigger. It's going to hold a better charge. And it's a heavier duty product. It's just a sturdier, generally, better made product.
And it sounds like the higher the voltage, the stronger it is. Is that
the higher? Yeah, generally the higher the voltage, the heavier duty it's going to be. The longer running time you're going to get out of it.
That's amazing.
And you may get some little bit of perks too out of. As well.
I like your idea of hiring somebody.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phone.
Sure.
Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, there's down here in Florida, there's a ton of people cutting lawn services.
Mm-hmm.
And for the people that are coming down for the first time and don't want to cut their lawn because it's kind of warm out there, and you get up in age, it's a little bit of a project.
Yeah.
But you can wheel and deal with these lawn people. I've had my own personal experiences with working out a price and a schedule and that. And sometimes these outfits want to have you sign the contract.
Sure.
And they come every week whether your lawn needs to be cut or not. And
right.
I don't believe in that. And you can get somebody that'll come when you call them to come, or every other week, or however you want to set a schedule up.
Oh, sure. And a lot of times, if you see the guy who's mowing your neighbor's yard, right next door, and you like the service that your neighbor's getting, going, hey, who is that guy? Or catch him the next time he's there, realizing, that some of them, like you say, that'll come through. If they're going through a neighborhood, you might actually get a pretty good deal because they're doing, say, 6 or 8 homes in the whole neighborhood, and they come through every week, and they do that one, that neighborhood all this week, and you get a fair, generally a fair price out of that. Or sometimes even in some smaller communities, there might be one guy in the community who does do if not all of the lawns, a majority of them for the community. You know, that maybe that's part of your little perks or
Maybe,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I know when my parents, they lived down in Palmetto, and they lived in a co-op park, and that was part of it, was the mowing. I mean, all they did was mow, edge, and blow, but they did the whole park.
It's not like the Three Stooges.
Yeah. You know,
It was, yeah.
with the lawn service too, you know, if they're coming every week like this time of the year, they have to, but not all year round. They don't have to edge the lawn every time they come. I mean, once a month would be adequate.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And sometimes you can find somebody, you know, maybe within that, if you're going, hey, listen, I really only want to make sure somebody comes once a month and does that edge and the blow and the rest of it, and I'll mow it the rest of the month. You might even be able to make them a deal. Like you said, you might be able to work with somebody to get the full service job once a month, and the rest of the time you just come through and mow, or one of the guys will take the side job and come through once a week and mow for you. You know,
absolutely. There's so many people out there cutting lawns,
Sure.
and it's you can certainly work a deal with somebody if somebody comes across and you don't like what they present you, just say thank you and try somebody else, because they're all over the place.
There are plenty of. The only thing I will say is, if you're going to hire someone. You know, make sure, you know, just for your safety, make sure they have insurance, just because that God forbid someone gets hurt, kind of thing. And also, if they're going to do any more than mow your grass, if you have them that they're going to put fertilizer down, remember that they have to have, and this is a state of Florida, not just a Marion County thing, they have to have their card from the Green Industries, their BMP card. And they should have it with them, or their certificate may even be taped up in the back window of their truck. Yeah, in order to put fertilizer down in the state of Florida for pay, you have to be having a special class. It's a once every couple of years you go back and have a recertification on that. So just make sure that way you know that they are supposed to know what they're doing.
And see, that to me it says that you need to really pay them fairly. I hate to choose somebody down to the point where you know you're kind of ripping them off. That's so unfair. Yeah. They're working hard. Yeah. They've got to do. Yeah. I mean, they really put in effort to get that card you were just talking about.
Right.
So
but just a couple hands.
With my wife being an insurance agent, you're darn right. Anybody that comes in our yard to do whatever, tree trimming or cutting, it has to be insured and bonded, because every once in a while she runs across a situation in her line of work where somebody is not insured, and there's damage involved and injury and whatnot, and that can be very, very troublesome.
Exactly. So it's always one of those. Buyer beware in lawn care.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, nice talking. Thank you.
All right, thanks you.
See, I never thought about that. My nephew had, I had come home a couple of times, and my nephew, who doesn't live far away, had cut the grass. And it's nice to see that.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know that I could, if he had tripped or something, I could have been in hot water.
Right.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. This show always goes too fast. I love this show. We will take a little break. Your phone calls are important to us. I do see the phones lighting up. I can't take your call right now, but I will take it after the break, which is about 3 minutes long. That's not too bad. We'll take a little break. Be right back with Carol Ann. The number is 622-9622. All right, 26 minutes before 10 o'clock, and wow, is that true? 82 degrees right now? Wow, it's gone up pretty quickly, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. The sun's out.
Today it does say, it says no mention of rain. Well, when I say no, it's like 1%.
Right. Well, if it's down below about 40%, I always say, that's definitely hit or miss rain showers. Kind of thing that is.
Yeah, that's just the weatherman being careful.
Right.
In case it rains. So I did say there was one.
There was a chance of rain. It's Florida. It's summertime. There's a chance of rain.
Yeah, that's what happens. You ready for the phones?
Sure.
Good morning. Thank you for calling and for waiting. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Good morning, fellow gardeners.
Good morning.
I have, one thing I was wondering about, and I tried to look this up, and I can't find it, is the aquifer, you think, is getting pretty much back to its original level where it needs to be?
Probably not. I know.
Okay.
I know this morning that I did hear this morning that this rainy season, this summer is so far, if it were to be put in the history books now, would be put in as one of the wettest rainy seasons on record. But we were so dry before that, we are actually still in drought conditions.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that kind of thing. So no, our aquifer is still, it's still down, you know, and here we are into almost 1st of August. So the rainy season's actually beginning to come to an end in another, 2 months? Or say August, September, it usually starts to slack off. October, it slacks off quite a bit. You know, let's hope we do get some more rain out of this, you know, out of this summer.
Okay, and I wanted to tell you about a banana.
Okay.
When they have the bananas,
Right.
I wait till they ripen or cut them off and hang them, and then I'll cut the banana plant down
Okay.
and leave the bottom in.
Right.
So this one here, last year, I cut a foot above the ground,
Okay.
nowhere near the root system.
Okay.
And I picked it up and I brought it and laid it in the woods. I
Okay.
came back this year and looked, and there's a banana plant growing off the bottom of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they had to have. I always heard that they had to have at least one white root, and they'll take off. But this
so-
it was like the middle of the plant.
So what you took and you cut off the top of the tree and threw that one away, but then you dug up part of the bottom, or just that was what you threw into the woods was the top?
Oh no, the top plant.
Oh.
I always leave the bottoms rot away where they are.
Right. Right.
Disintegrate. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This was just say a foot above the ground. Cut
Right.
it off straight, and then took and laid that in the woods, and a banana sprouted off of that cut piece.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and actually it's about 2 feet high now, and about 2-3 inches out there's another one coming up, and it's about, I guess it's coming off of that one. It's about 6 inches high.
Oh wow, because I'd never seen that happen, because I've done the same thing. I've taken, well, I used to cut them off, like I've told Larry and the listeners that, you know, the 4 foot off the ground is about how high I could swing a machete, and would go and throw those, you know, just pile them in the woods because they're all water, and just, you know, they would rot away rather quickly actually, and I'd never had any of them sprout actually. Interesting.
I've done this for years too.
Yeah.
This is the first time. I was surprised when I went over there, so I thought I'd just throw that at you.
Nice. Well, you never know.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, and you all have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Good morning, guys. Hey,
Morning.
this is Kathy.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I cut my banana. I threw it in a raised bed thinking, hey, we're in a drought. It's full of water. Perfect. And the damn thing sprouted.
Oh, you don't like it?
Crazy.
My question is, can you ID that critter I put on the page for me?
You know what? I haven't. I have to look it up. I have to look it up on my phone, because right now I changed my password on my
You can't
my
say it.
Facebook, and I will have to. I will look it up on my phone.
It's critter? Oh, is it a bug?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a cute bug, isn't it?
it's a bug. I will
It's
tell you.
very tiny. I mean, smaller than the head of a pencil eraser.
Is that your skin that it's on?
Yes.
It's nice
Oh,
skin.
isn't that
Yeah, nice skin. Look how clear
Yeah,
your skin is.
wasn't that
I can see every cell.
She's got a good camera there.
Thanks, Larry.
Isn't that little beetle that was it you who took the picture of it
That's
before?
a cute bug. That would be a good cartoon bug, wouldn't it?
He would.
Do you see it?
Yeah. The little green guy.
Yeah.
He almost looks like, you say he's real little. How big did you say?
Smaller than a pencil eraser, like maybe a quarter the size of that.
Wow, that is little.
You should name him.
Yeah.
Keep him as a pet.
I mean, at first glance, I'm going, oh, crap, that's a tick. But
Right, but then you go, no, he's
green.
green. Right, no, he's green. And you just kind of wonder, is it a really small, stink bug variety? But I'm trying to think. I saw this beetle somewhere, but I thought it was bigger. I may have to hunt
I
through some
wondered,
pages.
too, if that was a baby. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that to the green one I hadn't seen.
Yeah, the
Well, that's
didn't you post it?
All
You post
babies
that
look
green
cute.
one? Did you not post that other green beetle?
Yeah, I think I did.
Did you not post that other green beetle?
It's smaller than a pencil eraser. I did.
I'm wondering if that's not the same one. What was that? I can't remember the name of it now.
I can't either. I'll go back and look, and
But,
maybe
yeah.
I'll do a little collage of them and see if it's the same
And see if
thing.
he's the same, because that's what it looks like, and that's what I thought. You were just had found another one, and here it is, my little friend. That just like when I have a frog or a lizard land on me at work, it's going to go, oh look, I got a little friend. And,
I know. Lord knows what I look like when I walk in a store with spiders in my hair and everything.
Yeah, the
Whatever.
plant material. Yeah, somebody looking at you, go, oh no, wait a minute, it's just plumbago's a good one for that. You get your. You can bring plenty of it with you. That and loropetalum. So, I think he looks like that little beetle that you had. I'm pretty sure, that you had posted before. And now I can't remember his name.
I'm gonna check.
All right. Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
You're welcome. Yeah, throw us. But that's I think that's all he is.
Who posted? I think somebody posted a video of all of these bugs crawling on somebody's hand.
Okay.
And they all look like leaves. Did you see that video?
Oh, yes, they were mantids. They were within that the praying mantis, and those are gorgeous.
That's
Some
amazing,
of those are,
right?
and they're big. They're as large as your hand, and they did when they were not moving. They looked like plant or flowers. Some of them looked almost like
Really?
an orchid.
So I was thinking about this. This is God's way of protecting them, right?
Yes.
I'm going to make you look like a leaf. So when
Right.
you're on the tree, things that eat bugs won't eat you.
Right.
But what about a giraffe? You come by and he'll eat him because it looks like a leaf.
Well, but it depends. Maybe they don't live in an area where there's giraffes. I mean, the last giraffe I saw in my neighborhood was kind of a plush one sitting on the side of some kid's bed. Yeah.
Really? Where were you?
My grandson's probably got one.
Oh, my God.
But, I was sitting here still.
We used to have a giraffe down in
trying to-
Market of Marion, remember?
Yes, there was the giraffe, and they had, I thought they had 2 giraffes there at one time.
Maybe they did.
And the camels, and I still haven't found it yet. We'll keep scrolling. But I've got a few things here. I had come in with a stack of papers. Robin did make copies of them, and I will talk about them between now and all the times that they happen, because this is some of those mark your calendar kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm trying to think if any of them are relevant for August. Not yet, except that our plant clinics. We have, the Marion County Master Gardeners have their home office plant clinic. That's the Raymond McNeil Plant Clinic that is at the County Extension office over on 2232 Northeast Jacksonville Road. That's a Monday through Friday, 10 to 4 clinic. So it's manned Monday through Friday. Anytime you got a question of a bug or a plant disease, you can either go in with your sample. If it's a critter, put it in something, if it's a bug on a plant material, put it in a Ziploc, because we have gardens there and we don't want to release anything bad.
Right.
Or you can call over there, and the number to that office is, oh, wow.
You're on a blank.
I did. 671-8400.
There you go.
Watch me.
There you go.
Hopefully I got that right. But we also have our outside clinics, what do you call it, mobile clinics kind of thing. And the first Saturday of each month, they're at the Downtown Farmers Market, which is 310 Southeast 3rd Street. That's from 9 to 1. The first Tuesday of each month, from 10 to 1. So if you're in Dunellen, you can get to the library. You could be driving and listening now and drive and get there to the library. 2351 Robinson Road in Dunellen, the first Tuesday of each month. Oh, I guess it wouldn't be this week. You got a couple weeks. And then the Bellevue Public Library is actually twice a month. They're the first and third Fridays of each month from 10 to 1 o'clock also. That's the Bellevue Public Library, and that's 13145 Southeast Highway 484 in Bellevue. And you got your chance to come out. If you can't come all the way into Ocala, you've got a couple locations out there in the community that you can have your questions answered. If you can't get a hold of me here on the radio, go on. You can go to the In the Garden Facebook page. Just ask to join, ask to be a member. And you can get some questions answered. We'll take a look on things and try to look them up for you. But so a couple options for you there.
We're up against the break, and I'd like to give you an opportunity to have $20 to spend at Bob Wine's Community Gardens and Nursery. So it's not a $20 bill, but it's the exact same thing as a $20 bill. If you would like it, I have one of them here. You can only use it on plants, by the way, just so you know. But if you want it, it's yours. 622-9622. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon hours, high 90 to 94. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. There can be a thunderstorm in spots late at night, low 73 to 77. For Wednesday and Thursday, times of clouds and sun with a heavy thunderstorm around each afternoon. The high both days between 90 and 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
My husband Ted and I have owned the Honey Baked Ham of Ocala almost 2 years, and we have customers coming in that still say, I didn't know you had a cafe, or that you do hot and cold catering for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or that you deliver. We do. Honey Baked Ham isn't just for the holidays. It's something for you to celebrate every day. Come see us at 2709 Southwest 27th Avenue, behind Best Buy and near Hollywood 16 Cinemas, or call us at 352-861-0011.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952. Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
All right. If I was out there and not in here, this is the one segment I would make sure I never missed each week. I love the segment that Carol Ann does. Carol Ann Baldwin is here to answer your questions about your lawns, your gardens. I just love this segment and so many cool things. Kathy just posted a picture of a bug that she thinks is the adult version of the baby bug.
but it's not.
It's not? It sort of looks like it could be.
No, because the one is longer and has that pointed shield.
I'm longer and have a pointed shield compared to when I was a baby.
But I mean, definitely that one is more round. It definitely, it's more, and the stink bug has the
that's called a stink bug?
Yeah, the big one's the stink bug. But I have seen that other beetle, and I can't remember its name. I saw it, I want to say within the last couple weeks. Somebody posted a picture of one. Maybe it was on...
So wait a minute. We don't have technology yet that can analyze a photo and tell you what it is?
I'm sure there are.
That's got to be an app somebody can develop eventually.
I'm sure there is one. I will have to try to paw through some other, because I know I saw that bug before, and somebody, Sharon, are you listening? Were you the one who ID'd it? It's, and it is something beetle. It is a type of a beetle, and I can't, some kind of some kind of shield beetle.
So aside from it being interesting, is it useful to know? I mean, do you determine something?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, because you have good bugs, you have predaceous stink bugs.
Predaceous?
Predaceous, yeah. One of them big words. That's one of them big words. Ones that are predators to other insects.
Predaceous?
Predaceous stink bugs, as well as
I'm going to use that word.
That are,
you are being very predacious today.
Eating other... and so, sometimes, you need to know the difference on some of the insects to be able to tell, what they are, and because there are a few with mistaken identities. Even that you'll look at one bug and you'll think it's a bad guy and you go, oh, no, he looks a lot like this other bug.
She must have a good camera. You're right. Boy, this is nice. These are clear pictures.
Good pictures. It is kind of funny. I have seen that little bug before. I can't remember what it's called, though. I'll find it. I'm sure I will. Going back to all of our calendars of things to do, let's see, which one will come first? Actually, the Vegetable Garden Expo, that's the Master Gardener's Vegetable Garden Expo, is Saturday, September the 9th from 9 to 1. And this is all based upon growing edibles, growing vegetables, growing herbs, growing fruits, and things like that for our area. So if that's your interest, or you'd like to get interested in it, or you've tried before and you've had some stumbles, come on out, make a plan for that day to come out and talk about it. There'll be some seminars out there. Again, September the 9th. From 9 to 1. It is an early morning kind of thing because even in September it still is warm. The next item that always gets everybody's interest is the Master Gardener's Fall Plant Sale. And I want to say right now still, because the spring plant sale did have serious rain and they had quite a supply of products, call over there on Thursday mornings. I'm pretty sure that you can still shop when our propagation team is there at the Ag Center, which is on Thursdays, except for the second Thursday of each month. And you could be able to pick up some things that are still summer planting type plants, or spring and summer. But coming up Saturday, October the 7th, from 8 to noon, we do things in the morning when you're gardeners. You should try to get it done early, is the Fall Plant Sale. Free admission, as always. No pets, please. We don't want to step on them or in what they can leave behind. Payment is cash or check only, but they have fruit trees, ornamental shade trees, shrubs, native plants, herbs and perennials, pollinators, butterfly plants, hummingbird plants, and, of course, the Master Gardener is available for consultation, mobile plant clinics, soil tests. The 4-H kids you rent a kid to be able to tote your stuff to your car, and such like that. Publications that are available, rain barrels, and the Melaleuca mulch. Melaleuca mulch is one of those kind of things, if you're new to the area and you're not familiar with it, has become like an answer to a problem. Melaleuca trees were planted down in the Everglades in order to absorb water. They're big water hogs, and they got established down there because, yes, we were, back in the 20s and 30s, they were going to plant little houses or cultivate the Everglades, but it was too swampy, so they're going to try to dry it up. Well, come to find out that was a big mistake. Well, they finally, I want to say maybe 10 years ago, I think I've heard of it, is when we started dealing with Melaleuca mulch, it could be chipped up and used for mulch in the garden. It makes a good mulch. It is a finer mulch usually, but it is one way that they're trying to eradicate it. So I don't know what'll happen if we ever run out of it. If we manage to get it all cut down and killed out, what are you going to do then? But it is also one that is naturally resistant to, I believe, termites and some other pests. So, gives you, a little bit of, benefit on that end too. It, of course, because it's a natural wood product, it will break down and become an amendment into your soil. And would need to be replaced or refreshed each year, each season. But we have it. It is available usually during the week at the Master Gardeners, and some of the big box stores also sell it. The same brand even.
Yeah.
But, so it depends on how you want to go with that. Melaleuca mulch is a good one, but there are a couple other ones. I guess I got a minute. I can throw some of these in.
6 minutes.
I got 6 minutes. Okay, the Florida Friendly Landscaping program within the University of Florida Extension, does a great deal with principles on Florida-friendly landscaping. It doesn't deal only with, it's not xeriscaping. It is not strictly native plants. It's plants that are friendly to Florida. You can have a wonderful landscape with, incorporating both natives and non-natives. We're just trying to get, stay away from invasives. But the Florida-friendly landscaping for homeowners workshop is a 4-day course, and at the end of it, if you attend all 4 sessions, you will receive a free yard evaluation. As the flyer here says, this is at the Dunellen Public Library, and this is in October. So again, one of those things, October 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th. They're all Tuesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. You do need to pre-register, but it's $5 to attend all the classes. So that's pretty good deal to do. Yeah, to do for learn the principles to help manage and maintain your landscape while helping you to save money, time, and resources. So it's one of those kind of things of how to deal with the turf, or if you're trying to get rid of turf, et cetera, et cetera. The next program that they have, and I believe this one will be actually at the extension office. Yes, it should be. Is Saturday, November the 4th. So we're getting a little far ahead, but these things sneak up on us so quick. So I'll mention them throughout, the upcoming months. And this one's, join us at the UF IFAS Marion County Extension Service to learn how to transform your dull, troublesome yard into a Florida-friendly landscape that is attractive to you, your homeowners association, and wildlife. It conserves and protects our water and saves you money and frustration. And this one runs from 9 to 2:30 in the afternoon, and lunch is provided. It's a $5 per adult cost, and you register online, or you can register online at Eventbrite by November 1st. And I think that's the way they want you to register. You could call over to the extension office at 671-8400 for more information on these type of events. I'll see if I can get some more information to share while we're on the air, because I'll keep reminding you to watch your calendar. And of course, if you call over to extension, I know, just running my mouth, and you give them your email address, these are the kind of things you will get. You won't get spam mail.
That's awesome.
You're not going to get sales for sunglasses. You're not going to get this and that. The only thing they're going to send you would be calendars of upcoming events that would pertain to useful information for your gardening and your landscape kind of things. So that's one way to be kept up to date, or you just listen to me and I'll keep posting them. I'll try to even get them posted onto the Facebook page.
So, I know this is not garden related, but did you happen to hear the story this morning about the hunt for the lionfish that you helped out?
Yes, I've seen that several different times. There's been a couple of them, I guess. They've done some roundups on those lionfish.
So you could win some prizes, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Is that something you and your husband might like to do?
I'm not much of a...
Do you eat this one?
I've never had it.
It's got a venomous
Well, all the spines down its back and things like that. I mean, it's one of those kind of things, that you're going to handle them with gloves, So, if somebody served it up for me at a restaurant, it'd probably be tasty. I don't know if I would... I'm not one to go spearfishing, and I don't spend a whole lot of time over off the reefs and stuff.
But you camp near the beach, don't you?
Yeah, I try to whenever.
So I would
we
think
can,
that you're fishing all the time.
Yeah, but it's you got to have, usually the reefs are where they're going to be. I think is where that fish thrives, And somebody had said it was from dumping them in. Actually, Hurricane Andrew, I think, dumped a lot of them when a lot of the pet stores and things like that were...
We're blaming people, and it's really nature.
And a little bit of both. I mean, the hurricane actually destroyed pet stores, which dumped them into the system.
Really?
Yeah. So.
It always goes too fast.
Yeah, it does.
All right, well, thank you. Do you have to work today?
I do. Yep, I sure do.
So you do this, and then you go work.
Got a nice long day today.
Thank you for doing this, Caroline.
My pleasure. I surely enjoy it.
I just want you to know how much we appreciate you and appreciate you doing the show and the information. It's always fun. And I love the fact that you created a Facebook page so we can see the things you're talking about.
Right.
And I can post pictures of my apple tree, which is no longer in a coffee cup.
No, it's now an apple tree in a pot.
All right, we'll be right back. Thank you, Caroline.
Thanks, Larry.